to tell you, go over what cruise ships are currently having coronavirus, and which ones already have been tested, and some have actually tested all 4,000 passengers, and you might be surprised. Before we move on, please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and share this video with all your friends and family. Again, subscribe and share. Subscribing costs you absolutely nothing, and sharing helps get the word out about this video and all my content. Moving on, here we go. The Diamond Princess currently has had pretty much, there was 46 people that were assumed to be coronavirus positive. Out of those 46, 23 of them tested positive. Now, those 46 doesn't mean that they're necessarily negative. They could also be asymptomatic, which is untraceable. You cannot trace a person that is not showing signs, but they are still able to be tested, still be positive for the coronavirus. A little information about the Diamond Princess is a British registered cruise ship owned and operated by Princess Cruises. The cruise ship began operation in March 2004 and primarily cruises in Asia during the Northern Hemisphere summer, and Australia during the Southern Hemisphere summer. The length of the ship is 951 feet, and its capacity is 2,670 passengers. And its install power is 46 series common rail engines. The speed of it is around 25 miles per hour, which is 22 knots. Its cost is approximately $500 million US. This is the cruise ship itself, though actually kind of a layout of it. This is its balcony overlooking the back end of the ship. They have their own jacuzzis and pools, several of them actually. So that is the cruise ship there, and we will be moving on to show you some other ones here. The next cruise ship is going to be, as current, the Long Beach cruise ship, also the Carnival cruise ship. Currently, it is being held captive at the Long Beach dock. The Los Angeles Times reports that officials are delaying the exit of passengers on the Carnival Panorama cruise ship that's docked in Long Beach as it awaits for the results of a corona test given to an ill passenger. So the ship is docked at Long Beach Terminal, but in an abundance of caution, the CDC has decided to hold passengers on board until the patient can be evaluated. Sierra Kennedy, who is aboard the cruise ship, said passengers have been waiting more than 3 hours to disembark. Passengers are not being isolated in their rooms and have been allowed to gather in the ship's bars, casinos, she said. There is a medical matter with Carnival Panorama guests that caused authorities to suspend debarkation. The guest in the question does not meet CDC's criteria for the coronavirus risk, but officials still have questions. Our shoreside medical team is in direct contact with authorities, and we hope to debark soon, according to a Facebook post by the cruise director. Alejandra Reyes is a Metro reporter for Los Angeles Times. Moving on to the next one, and this is going to be the Royal Caribbean. Yes, that's right, the Royal Caribbean. The Royal Caribbean cruise ship finally departs New Jersey following coronavirus tests, sails on a different itinerary. So basically, they reissued everybody new itineraries. There were several people that should not have been on the ship that actually were already symptomatic prior to boarding. And they basically, I would say that they infected a lot of portions of that cruise ship, and it's just going to be a matter of time before more people come out to being infected positive after they return back from their cruise ship, which just increases the risk of more spreading. Again, this is a virus that can also not be contained and not traceable. So keep that in mind. A lot of people can actually not show symptoms, but still be able to spread it to other people. Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas cruise ship has finally departed from Bayonne, New Jersey, after docking on Friday morning to screen dozens of passengers for the novel coronavirus. The ship was originally scheduled to leave port Saturday, but Royal Caribbean later said that it was pushing the departure to Monday, following an update from the CDC explaining that an additional 24 to 48 hours were needed to complete testing. The ship eventually departed on Monday afternoon. The cruise ship, stranded amid coronavirus fears, was denied help by 3 countries. 3 countries would not help it at all. And it was just kind of floating out there. A total of 27 passengers were tested for the coronavirus upon arrival on Friday morning, with 4 being sent for additional screening at a local hospital. The passengers, believed to be Chinese nationals, again, had been kept in isolation aboard the Anthem of the Seas before docking at the port, according to sources for the New York Post. Like airlines, we are participating in elevated levels of guest screening to check the spread of the coronavirus, a spokesperson for the Royal Caribbean said in a statement provided to Fox News on Friday morning. We are closely monitoring developments regarding coronavirus and have rigorous medical protocols in place on board our ships. We continue to work in close consultation with the CDC and the WHO and local health authorities to align their guidance and ensure the health and well-being of our guests and crew members. And so all of our passengers, so this is from Governor Phil Murphy. It says all of our passengers from the cruise ship docked in Bayonne tested negative for the novel coronavirus. New Jersey currently has no confirmed cases of novel coronavirus, and the risk of resident remains low. Governor Phil Murphy. You can kind of tell that. Okay, so he says that all 4 passengers from the cruise ship that docked in Bayonne tested negative for the novel coronavirus. And then moving up here, it says that the 27 passengers were tested positive for the coronavirus upon arrival Friday morning, and 4 being sent for additional screening. I guess those 4 were tested negative. But once again, this does not mean that the virus can not spread, and that those people are no longer symptomatic or actually even carrying the virus themselves. Be alert, be on the lookout, and keep your hands washed, keep your hands cleaned. Stay away from people coughing, sneezing. It's not a rude thing to do. Because you're really watching out for yourself, and a lot of people should understand that. If there's sensitive people out there that are, getting offended because you don't want to hang out with them while they're coughing and sneezing, so be it. You're watching out for your own life, so go ahead and walk away, and keep your kids away from people that are sneezing and coughing, or people that are coughing and sneezing in certain public areas like bounce houses, Chuck E. Cheese's, public bathrooms, countertops, places that you would, basically touch, and then you would put your hands on your face and stuff like that. Resting your hands on your face, wiping your nose, all those things. Just stop doing those things. And then make sure that you're always eating vegetables, fruits, boosting your immune system. Smokers, people that smoke are also at higher risk because cigarette smoke actually reduces your immunity, and those people that smoke are obviously going to have an impaired immune system, so they're going to be more susceptible to getting viruses and stuff like that, and actually maybe expiring during that time once they do come down with the coronavirus, just because you have a weakened immune system. People that have pre-existing health conditions, yes, this does fall within the category of people that do smoke. They will also have an issue as far as getting this coronavirus, and the probability of survival would be, pretty small. So make sure that you're washing your hands, staying away from people that cough and sneeze, eat lots of fruits and vegetables, do everything you can to boost your immune system, stay away from public areas. That's about it. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out and share the video with all your friends and family. Thank you so much for watching, and more updated content videos to come.